Now, once you do have a pet, you of course want to make sure that they get the best care possible. But how do you know when you actually need emergency treatment? Well, Dr. Holly Dutton is the medical director at VEG ER for Pets North Tampa. Welcome.
Hi.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
We get to have another dog in studio.
We do.
This is your dog, Salt.
Yes.
She has been a doll. Did you see just how well they got along in here?
They sure did.
Something to think about with Buddy, yes. I want to just start off first. Just tell us about VEG ER for Pets and what makes it different.
Yeah, VEG ER for Pets is a place where all we do is emergency. And what makes us different is that you get to stay with your pet the entire time. When you come in, we have an open concept, and so you get to see everything that's going on. And so with that, not many places let you stay and see the entire process,
right,
from the initial triage to surgeries to interacting with other pets the whole time.
That has to be amazing for pet owners to have that experience, because that's tough when you take your pet in when something is wrong.
Yeah, when you take your pet in, you're scared.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst moments of your life. You don't know what's going to happen. And a lot of times in the past, you would come in scared, your pet would go to the back, and you'd have no idea what's happening.
Right.
And so this way, when you go in, you get to be a part of the whole process. And so your pet gets to be calmer because they're with their mom or their dad, and then you get to be calmer because you get to be a part of the process.
Yeah, which is wonderful. So just reassuring that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of pets do you treat?
Ooh, we treat lots of pets. So we always say if it fits through the door, we'll see it.
Okay.
So most of the time, though, we're seeing dogs and cats, but we do see guinea pigs, rabbits, exotics, birds. We've had leopard geckos and chameleons. And so we see a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know when it's a good time or the right time to get emergency care?
Yeah, that's a great question, because most of the time you don't know. And so what I can say is if something's off with your pet from the normal day-to-day and you see something is off, then there's probably something going on.
Okay.
But if you don't know, one of the other things that makes us so great is that you can call and speak to a doctor. And so if you have any questions, if something abnormal is happening, if something is off, then just give us a call and we'll get a doctor on the phone and help what we call triage over the phone. So do you need to come in or can you wait?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Is there a charge for that?
No, not at all.
You can call and have that conversation.
Absolutely. The only cost I would say is that you get peace of mind.
Of course,
Yes.
which is really good.
Yes.
And you're open 24/7.
24/7, 365, through hurricanes. We know about those here in Florida, that's for sure.
It's good to have that because you don't know when something is going to happen or when you need to make that phone call.
Right, you never know. And so that's why it's important to know where to go in advance. And so we want everyone in the community to know we're here. We are in North Tampa, so we're serving the Carrollwood community. We also have other locations in the Tampa Bay. And so one, knowing we're here is important, and then give us a call if you are concerned at any point.
All right, let's say we have that phone call and you decide, yes, I need to bring my pet in. What happens when you arrive at VEG ER for Pets?
Yeah, so call in advance and we say, yep, this sounds like an emergency, or maybe we're not too sure, but let's get peace of mind, come right in. Once you come in, you will be greeted immediately by our team and a doctor. And so we see a doctor right away, and we get you checked in, we get vitals, and then we will be with you every step of the way for the process, from the initial triage to say, yes, this is what we're seeing. Then we'll work out a treatment plan together. And then again, whatever is needed, you will be there. You can watch the x-rays, you can watch the surgery, you can watch the blood draws. You get to see the heroes that work with pets every day. And if you don't want to stay, you know, sometimes people don't, but most of the time, people love it.
Yeah. What is that like for you, being a part of that and being that, safe space for pet owners when they come in?
That's a great question, because initially, being a part of it may cause some fear for new vets or new nurses.
Yeah.
But what we found is that it actually decreases the stress load, because you just get to interact through the whole process. And so there isn't a lot of back and forth. A lot of times communication gaps is where the stress happens.
Yeah.
And when we don't know what's happening, we'll fill in those gaps in our brain. And so there's a lot of peace when you just get to have a conversation together. Like, we're here to help your pet together. If a blood draw goes great, you get to see it. If a dog is all squirrely and it's hard to get a blood draw, you understand why.
Right.
It's a struggle.
What a great experience on a really tough time for a lot of pet owners.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, thank you so much for being here. If we want to learn more and just make sure that we have you maybe on speed dial just in case we need you, what's the best way to find you?
The best way is to go online and type in veg.com. So VEG.com, and it'll pull up the closest location to wherever you are.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. Look
You're
at
welcome.
Salt was a doll.
I know.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.